If you receive Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, stop what you're doing right now, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to share something that could directly affect your monthly check. There are serious discussions happening in Washington right now about cuts to Social Security. And I want to make sure you understand exactly what's being talked about, who it could affect, and most importantly, what you can do to protect yourself. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to feel informed, prepared, and ready to take action. I want to start by saying this: I know how much that monthly payment means to you. For millions of Americans, Social Security isn't just a check. It's the rent, it's the groceries, it's the medication you need to stay healthy. It's the difference between getting through the month and not getting through the month. And that's exactly why I take this so seriously and why I want to speak to you directly today. So let's talk about what's actually going on. For decades, Social Security has been one of the most trusted programs in America. You paid into it your whole working life, through every paycheck every year, with the promise that it would be there when you needed it most. But right now, that promise is under more pressure than it has been in a very long time. Here's the core of the problem. The Social Security Trust Fund, the reserve of money that helps pay your benefits, is projected to face serious shortfalls within the next several years. Some projections from the Social Security Administration itself have suggested that without any changes, the fund could be depleted as early as the mid-2030s. And if that happens and Congress does nothing, benefits could automatically be cut by as much as 20 to 25% across the board. That means if you're currently receiving $1,500 a month, you could be looking at receiving as little as $125 or even less. That is not a small difference. That is a life-changing difference. Now I want to be clear with you. This is not happening tomorrow. No one is cutting your check next month. But here's the problem. The window to fix this is getting smaller, and the political battles in Washington over how to fix it are getting louder. And whenever politicians start debating Social Security, it's the people who depend on it most who need to be paying the closest attention. Let me break this down in simple terms so you understand what's actually being debated right now. There are essentially two camps in Washington. One side wants to make changes to how benefits are calculated, things like adjusting the formula used to determine your monthly payment or slowing the growth of cost of living increases. That's the annual COLA adjustment, the increase you get each year to help keep up with inflation. If that gets reduced or capped, your check may not grow as much as prices do. In real life, that means your buying power shrinks even if the dollar amount stays the same. Your groceries cost more, your prescription drugs cost more, but your check doesn't go up enough to keep pace. The other side is talking about increasing the retirement age, meaning future retirees would have to wait longer before they can collect their full benefit. That wouldn't affect people who are already retired, but if you have a spouse, a child, or a grandchild who's still working and counting on Social Security down the road, this matters deeply to your family. And then there are proposals on the other side of the aisle to raise taxes on higher earners to fund Social Security, but those proposals face significant political resistance. The point is, nothing has been decided yet. But something will have to be decided, and how it gets decided will affect your life. Now let's talk about who is most at risk if cuts do happen. If you are currently receiving Social Security retirement benefits, changes to existing payments are politically very difficult to pass, but not impossible, especially if the trust fund crisis is allowed to worsen. If you are receiving SSI, Supplemental Security Income, you are in one of the most financially vulnerable groups, and any reduction in monthly payments would be devastating. If you are on SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, your benefits come from a separate part of the trust fund, and that portion has actually faced its own funding pressures in recent years. And if you are a widow or widower receiving survivor benefits, you could also be affected by changes to how those benefits are calculated. Here's where things get complicated. Some of the proposed changes wouldn't look like obvious cuts. They'd be quieter, a small tweak to the COLA formula here, a slight change to the calculation method there. You might not even notice it at first, but over time and over months and years, those small changes add up to thousands of dollars less in your pocket. I want to warn you about something else too. Anytime there is news about Social Security changes, scammers come out of the woodwork. You may start seeing ads online, getting phone calls, or receiving letters claiming they can protect your benefits for a fee. Please be careful. No private company can protect your Social Security benefits. No one can guarantee your payments. If someone is asking you to pay money up front, give out your Social Security number or click a suspicious link in exchange for help with your benefits. That is a scam. Hang up, delete the email, walk away. So what can you actually do right now? Let me give you some clear, practical steps. First, create your My Social Security account online if you haven't already. Go to ssa.gov, that's the official government website, and set up your free account. This lets you see your benefit statement, check your earnings history, and stay up to date on your payments directly from the source. If you're not comfortable doing this online, you can call the Social Security Administration at 1-800-772-1213. They can help you. Second, review your benefit statement carefully. Make sure the earnings history on file is accurate because your benefit amount is calculated based on your lifetime earnings. If there are errors, you want to catch them now, not later. Third, make a simple budget that accounts for different scenarios. I know that's not easy to hear, but it's smart planning. Ask yourself, if my monthly payment were reduced by even 10%, what would I need to adjust? Are there expenses I could reduce? Are there programs in my community? Food banks, utility assistance, prescription drug programs that I could access if needed? Being prepared doesn't mean being scared, it means being protected. Fourth, contact your elected representatives. I mean this sincerely. Your senators and your congressional representatives need to hear from you. You can call their offices, write a letter, or use their official websites to submit a message. Tell them you rely on Social Security. Tell them you are watching. Tell them you expect them to protect these benefits. Your voice matters more than you may realize, especially in an election year. Now, for those of you who are caregivers or family members watching this on behalf of a loved one, thank you for being here. Here's what you can do. Help your loved one log into their Social Security account and review their information. Make sure their address, banking details, and contact information on file with the SSA are current. If direct deposit isn't set up, this is a great time to do that. It protects against checks being lost or delayed. And make sure you know who to call if there's ever an issue with their payments. Keep the SSA's phone number somewhere easy to find. It also helps to have an honest conversation with your family about finances, not to cause panic, but to make sure everyone knows the situation and that there is a plan if anything changes. Many families avoid these conversations because they're uncomfortable, but a few minutes of honest planning today can prevent a real crisis tomorrow. Let me close with this. You earned your Social Security benefits. You worked for them. You paid into the system, often for decades, with the expectation that it would be there when you needed it. That commitment deserves to be honored. And while the political debates in Washington can feel overwhelming and out of your control, there are real, practical things you can do to protect yourself and stay informed. Check your account at ssa.gov. Review your benefit statement. Build a small financial cushion if you can. Contact your representatives and stay informed. Subscribe to this channel if you want updates explained in plain language, because as this story develops, I will keep breaking it down for you in a way that's clear and honest. You deserve your benefits. You deserve accurate information. And you deserve to feel secure in your retirement. Don't let anyone take that from you. Whether it's a politician in Washington, a scammer on the phone, or a complicated system that feels impossible to navigate, you have more power than you think. Use it. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.